I think we were both still asleep at Global Entry.
And the sky so blue, just us two.
So today's vlog is starting out a little differently than most. It is in fact not early in the morning, it is the night before.
Same day as yesterday's vlog.
Yes.
The flight isn't until 11:45 p.m. tonight. More on that later. After 3.5 months of being in South America, we're going to a very special place.
Tonight, we're going home.
Woohoo! We'll explain later.
First, I feel like I need to explain why we were at the airport approximately 5-ish hours early. It's not to go to a lounge, it is because I brought a drone into Peru, which I'd read like was almost impossible at one point. But it turns out all you have to do is pay the taxes on the drone, which for the DJI Mavic is equivalent to like $180. I think it's like 18%. And in order to get your money back, you have to prove that you're taking the drone out of the country. You have to be here 3 hours early. I heard if you were here 2 hours and 59 minutes before your flight, they would give you your money back. That's why we're here in plenty of time. So somehow I have to get from outside the airport into baggage claim, I'm pretty sure is what the lady told me, to try to get the money back for the drone. We'll see how it goes. I feel like this is not where we need to be. This nice lady at the service desk just told us that we need to check in, go through security, and then we would find the office, which totally contradicts what the first lady told me. My biggest fear is that we are going to get through security, get stamped out of Peru, and then I'm not gonna have any way to get back to baggage claim without going back into the country. Seriously, had I not have had priority and been able to go through the priority line, I seriously don't think we would have gotten through the line fast enough.
We'd still be in line
to get our money back. Yeah. So the process was go get in line, get your boarding pass. Don't do what the lady at the information desk tells you and go through customs and stuff. Just smoking a cigarette in the airport. Then go to the doors where you leave the baggage claim. There's a security guard. You show him your papers for your drone. He goes and gets a guy. You sign some stuff. You go in, you get metal detected. It's quite the process.
Oh wow.
You have to.
I wasn't there for any of this.
Carrot wasn't allowed to go in. And so then go back out into the airport, get a stamp from the lady at the American Airlines desk. Then you have to go back in. You have to sign some stuff again. You have to get metal detected again. And then you have to go to this other desk and then they give you your money back. So it sounds like super annoying, super complicated, but both the people we dealt with were like incredibly nice. And what made me feel really good about my Spanish, which I feel really bad about. The reason that I say all of that is because it's extremely hard to find good information about bringing a drone into a country, especially one as complicated as Peru. For all of the other drone flyers out there who watch our vlogs, that is the most up-to-date information I can give you as of April 14th. Yeah, that's what month it is. April 14th, 2017. Now we're going to the lounge.
Finally.
It's quite the line. Oh, quite the chandelier.
This lounge is
According to Lounge Buddy.
This lounge has guacamole and these fried cheese thingies. I really don't know what else you need in a lounge. There's also a lot of people.
And the sky so blue, just us two.
We had a great time in the lounge. We are boarding our flight for Dallas, Texas, and we should arrive around 6:30 a.m. Probably going to be sleeping for the next few hours. We got our seats changed to the exit row once again, thanks to Nate's status.
And the sky so blue, just us two. And the sky so blue, just us two. Just us two.
We are officially in the USA.
Sorry there was no footage from riding the airplane. Seriously, like as soon as the wheels left the ground, I fell asleep and didn't eat, and I woke up after we had already landed. I slept the entire time. One of the best I've ever slept on an airplane, not business class.
Unlike usual, I slept terribly. Every time I woke up and saw Nate sleeping so peacefully, like in the same position.
She was like
I was growing
seriously,
hatred.
she was seriously mad at me when we got off the plane. I was like, wait, this isn't fair.
It was terrible, but I did finally fall asleep and woke up to the captain of American Airlines saying, "We're fixing to land." It just made me so happy because we're in Dallas, Texas, which we're from Tennessee, but people still talk like that.
We've like really been realizing the country accent since we've been back. I wonder if we've been away from it so long that we're like hearing the country accents.
I was cracking up. We still haven't explained why we're going home, but we're gonna do that.
So we are currently in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, which is one of our favorite U.S. airports because it has one of our favorite lounges, the Centurion Lounge. When I was booking these flights, I had the option to either have a 2-hour layover or a 12-hour layover, and I chose the 12. So we're gonna be here for the rest of the day hanging out in the lounge. The main point of going home is to work and get caught up, and I figured why not do that with free, really good food.
Massages.
Free massages.
Showers. Great Wi-Fi.
This is a long talking segment.
Massage appointments for 10:40, and they have the chips and salsa out, which is my favorite. So I'm having some for breakfast.
So I already told you one of the biggest reasons that we're going home is because Kara needs to catch up on some editing. Our vlogs are now a month behind, so that's a major reason. But there are several other reasons. Probably the biggest one that tipped us over the edge of like for sure having to go home is that my computer broke. We were in the Amazon, and then one day I tried to turn it on, and the screen is just black. There's this really cool trick. If you turn my computer on and you shine a light through the Apple symbol on the back of the computer, you can actually see that my computer is still working, but my screen is black, so it's completely unusable. Also, our GoPro broke when we were in the Galapagos. It now kind of works, but the screen on the back doesn't work. So GoPro's gonna send us a new one, and I needed to get back and ship that back to GoPro. And last but not least, you may remember the time I crashed this into a tree in the Amazon jungle. Works, but not like it should. Sometimes the camera gets crooked, and then the signal between the drone and the controller, like the screen, is really choppy, so it's hard to see what I'm filming when I'm flying. So basically, all of our important electronics, except for our big camera, are broken. So that's one of the main reasons that we're going home. Were there other reasons? And of course, we didn't start traveling because we hated our life at home and we wanted to get away. We loved our life at home, but we also wanted to travel. So we always look for any excuse that we can to go home and see friends and family and spend time with them. But not too much because we have to get a lot of work done.
So I can't remember if we vlogged the shower room the last couple of times we were here. It's pretty basic. Sink, shower, toilet. But when you sleep on an airplane and then sit at the airport all day, you don't feel too fresh. So I'm super excited about this. I definitely didn't do that.
And this is why we love the Centurion Lounge. Round number 2. 1, it is freezing in here. 2, while Kara's been editing, this is all the math I've done on the cheapest way to get to India, which is the next place we think we're going in like 2 weeks, and we haven't booked anything yet. So I'm trying to decide whether or not we want to pay for a flight or whether we want to use points, and if we do use points, what's the value per point that we're getting. This is all the thought that goes into booking flights.
It is 6 p.m. Our flight landed in this airport this morning at 6:30 a.m. and somehow it still wasn't long enough. I didn't get a vlog uploaded. And we're rushing to our gate as usual. But we're going home, yay! I ate way too many nachos to be walking this quickly. Super full.
And the sky so blue, just us two.
We are most definitely the last ones on the line.
To get us on our way, make sure your seat is up, all electronic devices are put away, and your tray table is stowed.
Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like
We officially made it to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nate's family should be here to pick us up.
So there are two cards that I forgot to talk about while we were in the Centurion Lounge. Just for those of you who are curious, the American Express Platinum card is how we are able to get access to the Centurion Lounge. They have like 5 airports. If you fly through any of those 5 airports frequently, totally worth getting the Platinum card. Also, this might take just a second to explain. Last year I had American Airlines Executive Platinum status, and in February I lost it, which was extremely sad. Thankfully, I status matched like midway through last year to Turkish Airlines. It's because I was like, hey, I have American Airlines status, might be flying Turkish Airlines. Will you give me some status? They gave me some status. And then when I lost my American Airlines status, I wanted my One World status back because American is part of the One World Alliance. And so my status that I earned with Turkish Airways, I didn't earn it at all. The status that I had with Turkish Airways, I status matched from Turkish Airways to Air Berlin. So now I have Air Berlin status, even though I've never flown on Air Berlin, through April of 2018, which is equivalent to One World Sapphire, which is how we sat in exit rows on both of those flights. You might have to chop that up, that got long.
And this is why we can travel full time. So we're gonna be home for 2 weeks, but we're probably not gonna film anything unless something like really cool happens. I don't think we're gonna film anything because that would kind of defeat the purpose of going home to catch up on work. So tomorrow's video, or the video in the near future, is gonna be us leaving again.
So it'll be like tonight and then tomorrow we're leaving, but really we've been here for 2 weeks.
I'm sure we'll fill you in. Let's go get our stuff. We're experiencing a first right now. Our bags did not come through.
The thing shut.
This hasn't happened to us in 37 countries.
It could happen to us in a better place.
I know. I'm happy to know that they're only as far as Dallas, hopefully. Was there more than one Nashville flight today? Oh yeah, there was. Maybe they're here. Maybe they sent them on the first Nashville flight. I bet he did. I bet they're here somewhere.
Bottles of
Have a good night.
We got them. I don't know how. I think I was right. I think they came on the earlier flight.
Couldn't have had anything to do with our pointless 12-hour layover in Dallas.
Hey! Welcome home. Welcome. How are
Good to see you. Welcome
This is
home.
at my house.
What's up?
Sorry. Are you okay? I said ow because I knew it hurt.